Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy, Dare here again. And I have great news to share. I'm getting married soon. Woohoo! So hear me out guys, hear me out. For my bachelor party, I have this crazy idea. And that is going to be doing an Everesting. Never heard of Everesting? No problem, let me explain. So the idea is super simple. All you have to do is pick a climb with a Strava segment on it and keep riding it non-stop up and down until the total elevation gain that you achieve is exactly the same as that of Mount Everest, which is 8,848 meters. For those of you in Hong Kong, some of us may call it by its number, 8848. And for this challenge, what better place to pick than the tallest mountain of Hong Kong, Tai Mo Shan. In this video, not only will I be sharing my journey, but also answering how you can plan and do your own version of Everesting. So a couple of buddies are joining me on this crazy party / challenge. We have Barry, who's a sprinter, we have Alfie, who's a sprinter, we have Clayton, who is a former tri and sprinter, and Clive, who's also a sprinter. Wait, why is everyone doing this a sprinter? Where are the climbers? After some discussion, we decided to do a portion of the climb from the bottom of Tai Mo Shan to the top. And the reason is because the second half of Tai Mo Shan is actually very steep. It's also very narrow and without any street lights. So it makes it more complicated. After lots of coffee. 早晨啊 Today is the day. Everesting! Okay, we're right here at Tai Mo Shan. Super early, but we've got a crew of people here already. Getting ready to go. Let's do this. OK， 一齊就水出發，祝我哋成功啊！
好啦，踩完啦，終於。
All right. It's the third lap right now, and the sun is about to come out. I think we're super lucky today that, just a few days before, the weather was freezing cold. Luck have it for us. Today the weather really warmed up a lot. So we're right now, sun hasn't come out, but it's still in the 11, 12 degrees Celsius. So that's actually really good. So hopefully when the sun comes out, it'll be super nice and a perfect kind of temperature for cycling. So the weather forecast for that week that we're going to do the Everesting challenge is going to be actually a very big range. It's going to go from the morning where it's like single digit around 9 degrees Celsius, and then towards the afternoon at its peak it's going to be around like 20 degrees Celsius. So it's a huge range, and we're going to have to actually prepare very well what we're going to wear. We've got the bib short, then a base layer here, normal jersey, a lightweight gilet or vest, depends on which country you're from, arm warmers, leg warmers, some gloves just in case. And that's pretty much all the basic stuff that we're going to wear as we start. But that's not the end of it. We actually have a lot of spare gear just in case for whatever happens. So here, I've actually put all the spare stuff in different musettes, little baggies here, so that it's just very easy for me to figure things out and find what I need to find. I also have a rain kit here, so the day of, actually there's no forecast for rain, but just in case something happens, because when you're up in the mountains, you know, many things can happen and the weather could change drastically. And so we have the rain set here. We've got a jacket which is very insulated and waterproof. We also have a DWR coated set of bibs and jerseys. We've got some spare little parts too, like arm warmers, leg warmers, more gloves and more gates, so a neck kind of warmer thing. Alright guys, so we're just done with the first 4 laps, and so now we get to rest a little bit. We actually started a little bit later than we expected. However, our pace was pretty good, and so we actually made up time. We're not going to rest too long, otherwise the legs are going to get cold and we won't want to get up. So, cheers. Fueling is one of the most important aspects of Everesting. Not only should you prepare enough, but also a good variety, so you won't feel bored. My general rule of thumb is to take in a minimum 1 gel around 30 minutes, 1 to 1.5 bidon of water or Pocari mix per hour, and for every break that we do, 2 to 3 onigiri. Haha, so I have to record this moment because the biggest climb I've ever done before this was only 3,000 meters. I mean, it's not nothing, but it is kind of nothing compared to Everesting. And now I've reached 3,100. That's a PR, baby. Yeah. Good job, mate. Woo! Okay, so now just 5,000 meters more. Your equipment also plays an important factor. I changed my gearing so that we have a 50-34 in the front and an 11-34 in the back. This gives me the perfect 1-to-1 ratio at the lightest so that I can sit and spin away. In terms of spare parts, this is what we're taking with us. So we have this pouch here that we'll carry with us at all times. Just in case, like we have a puncture, at least we have some inner tubes and tools to kind of save ourselves. And we got some spare tires. We'll put this in the car actually and not carry it around. So if we really need to replace it, at least we have it there. And then it's still in the car as well. So in case we get punctures, then right away we'll go back to the car and then refill our little pouch here with these inner tubes. And then we have some spare CO2, again, just in case that we run out from using it on a previous puncture.
Wow, Daryl 扯咗晒啊，好勇猛啊！
有咩感想啊？第2轉完啦，
感覺好似就嚟踩完咁。
但係其實一半都未到，爭啲嘅，差唔多夠一半啦。Yo, so second run is done. Goddamn, it's tiring. It's funny, like the first 4 feels okay, and the 5th one, 6th one, you're doing okay as well, and then suddenly it just like hits you like that. You just have like nothing in the legs. It's not like I haven't been drinking and eating. I've been doing that pretty diligently to the plan, and it should be enough, but it just suddenly hits you and you have nothing in the legs. So good thing now that we can rest a little bit and hopefully the legs will recover miraculously. Off we go again. Alright, so the weather is getting pretty hot. I have to take off the leg warmers and the gilet, put it away. Need some strength. I deliberately wanted to wear these socks because no matter what today, gotta put a smile on the face. Okay, so progress wise, we are a little bit late, maybe like by 10-15 minutes I'd say. We're starting lap 9 right now, and it just took a little longer to fuel up and also deal with some clothes, so no big deal. I think we are still within plan. But the weather, look at that. Beautiful. I'm just trying to find something that's worth smiling about to keep me going. 2 seconds later. The hardest damn thing I've done. Why? Planning is really the name of the game. To plan your Everest has never been easier than before. You can go to everesting.cc and there's a nifty tool to plan everything out. All you have to do is to plug in the Strava segment that you plan to do, and automatically it will calculate the lap distance, how many laps you're going to do, how long it's going to take. You can even put in your estimated speed, how long you plan to stop, how many times you plan to stop, your weight, and it will tell you your estimated time to completion and how much power you're going to be outputting. From there, you can estimate if this is a realistic plan for you. Okay, we just achieved base camp, which means we're halfway to the top. Oh my god, I'm so tired. But I feel like I can still keep going. I'm so tired. I think if it weren't for these compact chain set and 34 cassette, I don't know where I would be. Can't imagine. I almost feel like if I had a 36 in the back, yeah, that's welcome. Once you know the general plan, it's time to start nailing the details. Pacing is key. From the calculator, I knew that I can only hold 210 to 220 watts for the whole challenge. The calculator gave me 20 laps, and luckily that means I can break it down evenly into 5 sets of 4 laps each. One thing to remember is not to set too many laps per set, because it means you take longer between each break and it will impact on your stamina and your fueling. It's also important to set how long you're going to take each break and therefore what time you'll restart. I will be sharing my plan for your reference with a link down below in the description. We're on 11th lap. Just take a look at that. I've never seen this mountain in one day, all the different colors and lighting. This is kind of amazing, but also really stupid. You can have the strongest legs and the best plan, but at the end of the day, what matters most is the mental aspect of this. And having an ultimate goal, an ultimate reason for why you want to do Everesting and be in the saddle for so long is to me the most challenging part. So ask yourself, why do you want to do this? Figure out the why. For me, it's a bachelor party, right? But that's not all. Honestly, I don't know what to say. I'm so tired. Yeah, and I started to get into a really bad space in my head, you know? I really question why. Like, why put myself through all this pain? What's the point? It's not a race. You're not like actually going to Everest. And that's when I started to remind myself what it is, why I wanted to do this. You know, at first at the beginning, I had no idea. I just wanted to do something crazy, have some fun on the bike with a bunch of friends. That's kind of it. But there has to be a bit more to it for you to really want to do something so stupid. And I realized it's because deep inside of me, you hear all these stories about how marriage is hard, divorce rate is really high. I realized marriage isn't easy, and it's true. I haven't even started my journey yet. But I can foresee there's going to be something really, really hard that's going to push us to the limit. And I don't want to be the one that says, I give up. I want to be able to push through. And so this is kind of like something similar where I want to be able to push through. And I know Everesting, everyone talks about it. It's not about the physical. Like, you can do it. It's more like the mental that's really going to hold you back. Alright, so we're starting the fourth set. I don't even know anymore. 13th lap. And Eddie was saying that this is going to be the hardest set because you're just so close to reaching your goal and yet so far. Just then I was like alone, so it's really hard. It's like muscle power. But thankfully we have a whole gang here. Just gives me that little bit more motivation, Very timely. But I have a feeling they're just here to watch me suffer. Okay, we're at 6,000. Alright, lap 15. 2 more laps, and we get to rest. So this crazy guy here brought me some Korean supplements. I normally don't eat stuff that I'm not familiar with because I don't want to get a bad tummy. But when this guy said, it gives you power, I was like, give it to me. I'll eat anything. So thank you. It means a lot to me, man. Another one to the rescue. Let's go. As the sun began to set, the roads became darker. The temperature began to fall. My strength also quickly dropped off the cliff. From lap 16 onwards, I really wasn't able to talk or film. I was that tired, and I needed to focus on climbing and also making sure that my descents were safe. All I could think of was the road ahead of me and to keep pedaling, to not stop. That's the only way we're going to be able to finish. The finish line was just there, within reach. I just had to pedal. Finally, the last lap. This is it. Go, go, go. Allez, allez, allez. By now, 2 more buddies had joined me. Not just to help pace, but to give me some food, some encouragement, and also to help me film. Cause if it didn't happen on Strava, if it wasn't filmed, it didn't happen, right? Today, the cycling community really showed up in force. Words really can't express how thankful and grateful I am for the community and for everyone, how you guys supported this crazy feat. Hong Kong and the cycling community is truly amazing.
哦！我今日發生單身派對嘅威力啊！嚇，啲隊友都甩晒啦！喂，有咩感受，老友？
真係好攰，
但而家
好開心
嚇，
真係好開心。
而家8848會唔會考慮踩埋1萬啊？仲有啲兄弟就踩緊喎。
夠㗎啦。
喂，有咩感想？而家個感覺，個身體嘅感覺攰唔攰啊？各方面。
其實咧，即係我諗住頸啊、腰啊嗰啲成身都會好痛嘅，但係其實冇乜嘢，係對腳冇力咯。跟住又唔係嗰種爆，即係好肚餓撞牆嗰種感覺，如果係真係。
其實我見你好似冇乜嘢，好似踩完個大欄咁啫喎。喂，有咩同你太太講啊？未婚妻。
多謝，真係成日容忍我、包容我去做啲咁，佢可能係冇乜意義嘅。
佢慣㗎啦，開始啊，佢開始慣㗎啦，係啊。
但係真係，即係某程度上係對我自己有啲意義嘅。踩車係個好自私嘅運動，多謝你。
好，有咩同啲兄弟講啊？呢餐我嘅就得㗎啦。
呢餐係我嘅，未踩完嘅加油啊！好快就踩完㗎啦，其實都唔使20轉，19轉就。
哦，係啊。
係啊，19轉就。
哦，19轉啊。哦，very good。OK。哇！恭喜晒！喂，老友，有咩感受而家？
感受就係
而家幾多啊？800幾啊？
我影佢嗰個咩啊？
睇先，哇！
真係有料㗎！打
去邊啊？
哇！8910啊！恭喜晒！攰係正常嘅，你仲講到嘢，係啊！
佢啱啱最後嗰最黐線嘅，氣爆鍋咁樣。
其實佢都未。
跳下佢！哇！放甩隊長！哇！點解啲年輕人一言不合踩8848就扯爆人？
喂，係咪踩9萬先？咩感覺？
好輕鬆。
嚇！喂，嚟個5先。唉，勁啊！勁。
放棄啦咩？我哋放棄好多次。
有冇啲冇咁行㗎？多謝邊個你要？
我多謝老婆。
係，佢頭先過咗嚟，同埋你囡囡。
同埋琴日整咗好多嘢食喎。但係佢又湯飯又3點幾就開始煲，所以好多謝佢。冇老婆冇今日。
啊，抵你冚到嘅 ，OK， 好，唞下先。
做咗幾多啊？咁你
8980
？Nice，
20轉
，nice， 勁啊！恭喜你，Hall of Fame man，epic，真係好 epic 㗎。
crazy 嘅。好嘢，
好嘢 ，Congrats bro，好嘢，成真，恭喜你，點啊？
完啦。